What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jobbers and Goons. And before we get into this not even close, few announcements. One, I have two author interviews dropping this week. I'm talking to an author and artist tonight. You guys are familiar with my boy Josh, the current Blue Beetle writer, bringing him on to talk about his bunker run recently in the Might Before Christmas DC special, as well as other questions pertaining to his work. And then we also have his buddy Andrew, who helped interview or do the art, and he's also worked on stuff like Shazam Fury of the Gods movie tie-ins and stuff like that. Really dope stuff. So we're going to be talking to them, and then the next day we have Steve Orlando on, who is, as you guys know, very prominent author of Midnighter's works, as well as he writes things like Current Scarlet Witch. So super excited for the channel this week. Love tapping in and getting insider info from the direct sources themselves. Now, also, because this relates to Naruto, I have an super in-depth coming out on Sukuna. I know a lot of people were pissed off about my Sukuna scaling. First of all, too damn bad. Suck my nuts. You don't have to be that mad about it. It got real personal for some of y'all, and that's okay. I guess that's the best thing you can do right now. That's all you can do. And then I'm going to drop an in-depth on Madara and where I stand in terms of his power, and then I'll revisit the battle in a more extravagant manner. Let's see if I'm right. If I'm right, I'm right, and I'll say that shit again. If I'm wrong, and I'll apologize and explain where I was wrong. But regardless, I'm looking forward to doing a deep dive on that. And again, just re-emphasize, don't be weird and make things personal if you disagree with someone's scaling. You can disagree with scaling and not get too personal on it. I do it all the time. I've even debunked myself and debunked friends to the channel. It's not a big deal. And y'all know my boy GB, we argue about everything. So I literally get in disagreements all the time. But back on topic, this one's Naruto versus Asta. Now, I want to preface with saying I kind of understand why people thought this was close or even thought Naruto wins. Early on, Asta isn't anything too crazy. I mean, he does have some good feats here and there, but when we particularly get to stuff like time skip, it gets out of hand. So let's get into that. So Naruto should be around star level. I've heard people try to argue universal to multiversal. I haven't really seen anything concrete for that, especially if you have a problem with stuff like JJK Infinities. You definitely don't think or I almost said Star Wars. I also have Star Wars projects coming out, but you don't think things like Naruto would be uni or multi, and if you do, I kind of question how you approach scaling if you're that lax with one verse and super uptight with another. But regardless, I have him about star to solar system level. I definitely fought Star Busters, Planet Busters, all that. Should scale massively above that now. In terms of speed, he's FTL, easily reactive point blank to light speed, attack scales to characters who scale 2 and above light speed several times over, so he should be comfortably in that range. Has incredible hacks, including his Rasen Shuriken, which cuts you on a molecular level. Obviously, he can make clones and can just spam clones to jump you. They don't have crazy durability, but they do have attack potency that can scale to Naruto, so that's very dangerous to go against. On top of this, he has, if we're using him, some people consider War Arc and stuff, Sage of 6 Pass like his peak. If you were to bring out True Seeker Orbs, those could be very dangerous. Currently, he has Baryon mode, where he kind of roids out and puts the fucking hands on people. So he's super dope concept. Strong scaling for inverse, obviously, for Naruto. He's a beast inverse, but this is not inverse. And we're putting him against Asta from Black Clover. This is one of the few times where you guys will hear me say, I openly like a character better than another, even if they win. Like Asta, even though he wins against Naruto. I don't like Asta. I tried to tap in with the anime, and why the fuck's he scream like that? Can someone ask the fans, get in the comment section, why is he always screaming? It sounds like an episode of the Kardashians. I'm not with that. But in terms of power level and how he scales, especially post time skip, oh my god. So first of all, Asta is like anti-magic. People can be weird, and when I say weird, I'm not talking about people. I'm saying it is weird to kind of figure this relationship out, and I'm curious to see what the comment section says. But chakra to magic. Magic and mana is compared to all the energy in the universe, or multiverse, however you want to say it. All the energy in creation, basically. Chakra, as we know, can be nature energy. It can come from within, life energy itself, whatever you want to call it. If we equalize those things, I think it's even worse. I think Asta absolutely destroys. If we are saying they're not the same thing, it's a bit interesting how they would interact at that point. But let me put a few things out there. First of all, Asta does deal with people that blatantly destroy dimensions, can destroy dimensions, universes, whatnot. They are shown to do so on panel, and he gets much stronger after that. On top of this, his anti-magic, he can basically like copy moves he sees. He's just not using magic, and his sword is absolutely broken. In fact, at one point, we see that his sword contains prior manga panels within it. Now, if you want to argue this fictional transcendence, cool. It at the bare minimum, it's like interacting with the story, literally showing prior panels, different manga panels within it. Some pretty crazy stuff. In terms of the capability of that sword, I don't know at all if Naruto has any kind of defense against that. If he gets like his narrative gets hit, there's beings that fight against causality itself, fate itself. You can do that in the Black Cloververse. Again, I don't recommend. I don't recommend the anime if you don't like yelling at random times. That shit's terrible. But regardless, he also has way better speed. For example, he quite literally ignores time stop. Time, physical time, is brought to absolute zero. It's absolutely stopped. And he's moving in it. And not only that, just destroys the time stop. Can attack attacks that literally stop the concept of time. And he just ignored it. Big boy that shit. He's like, get the fuck out of here. I'm good to roll. And the fact that he's like casually moving when time is at zero, and negating time stop, the fate hacks, the causality, skills above people that are destroying universes and dimensions. I mean, when we're talking about just being a heavy hitter with the speed, Asta's got this in the bag. Now, I will concede if this was like equal stats, I don't know how it goes because Naruto has a better bag in my opinion overall. But in terms of non-equalized stats, we're just letting them go out and swing and bang. Asta's way too fast for Naruto to tag at this point. And he should hit too hard. And he has weird shit like fate manip, narrative manip. His thing has past manga panels contained within it. That's even hard to quantify. I just feel like Asta hits way too hard. It scales way too high above Naruto at this current juncture for it to even really be close. Despite me not really rocking with Black Clover, I have Asta winning this battle. We saw Naruto recently get the dub on Luffy. Maybe we'll spin the block, have Naruto beat somebody else. But anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. How strong do you have Naruto? How strong do you think he is compared to Asta? How strong do you have Asta? What do you think about higher speed meta? Some people might not even agree with that. Let me know in the comment section down below. Let's get the conversation started. I had a lot of fun making this. Someone tell Asta to stop fucking screaming, and I will see y'all later. Peace.